Hi, everybody. This is Tamara from Moogly, and we are hopefully live with you today, October 30th, 2024. So, I just finished doing a live on the Yarn Inspirations Facebook page for their new holiday gift guide, and I'm going to be sharing that later in November on mooglyblog.com. But I'm excited to talk to you today now about all the things that have been happening on Moogly and a couple of sneak peeks. Now, next week is voting week, and next week I'm kind of resetting things for the holiday season. So we'll be back next week with yet another live. I won't have as much to talk about that because only a week will have gone by, but hopefully we'll squeeze in a few fun things for you guys in between. So, first and foremost, I am going to go ahead and hit a couple buttons on the computers in front of me so I can hopefully catch our lives here today and follow along with them. It doesn't look like either one's showing up for me right now, but hopefully they're going out to all of you. So if you have any questions or comments, please do leave those in the comments and I will be able to come back and answer those a little bit later. So first and foremost, let's talk about what's been going on mooglyblog.com. We have, of course, our first thing. I always like to show off the latest crochet along square. And this one is from Mama's Two Hands right here. A beautiful square. I used my navy colorway as my third color for this one. Right there. You can see it is a really fun one. Sorry, I'm trying to hit buttons here at the same time. This is actually the back. It's a very reversible one. Here, ta-da, is the front. Ha ha ha. Had myself fooled there for a second. This is the front of the square now facing you guys. And this is the back. As you can see, a very, very reversible one indeed. So this is a really fun pattern to add, of course, to your crochet along square blanket, to add to any blanket where you're adding squares together. It gives the impression of granny square stitch, but if you look closer, they're actually V stitches here in this blue section. So it's a really interesting mix. You can see we've got some tilting happening there in the center. This is a really fun one, and this one is very beginner friendly. So don't be afraid to jump in on this one if you were a little nervous. I'm using Red Heart with Love. Ooh, Red Heart with Love this year for my crochet along. So you can see right here, this is the navy. The next, or I should say, would be the last three squares, 22, 23, and 24, math is hard when live, will be in my last color. So that was the last navy one for this year. And next, I believe it is boysenberry. So kind of a reddish purple to finish up my blanket this year for those last three squares. But I've had such a fun time going through my Red Heart with Love stash and using up some of those partial balls. So it looks like, something went wrong on the Facebook end. So sorry if you were trying to watch today on Facebook, but we are, it looks like, live on YouTube. So we'll be able to put this post up or this video up later so everybody can catch up. So let's keep going with what's been happening lately on Moogly. Of course, as you may know, I just got back a couple weeks ago from England. I'm still working on my post for that. It will come out next week, November 6th, and which is easy to remember because it's my birthday. But I will be sharing a bunch of my photos and videos and things then, as well as where you can sign up for future trips. I've been talking to craft tours a little bit this week, so we're busy on planning 2025. Anytime you're planning international travel, there's always so many variables to work out. So we are definitely planning at least one more trip for next year, if not two. So definitely stay tuned for those. More information will come, and hopefully I'll have more information by the time that post goes up on Wednesday, which again will cover what we did and hopefully where we'll be going next. But while I was there, of course, it's a craft tours trip to England, so I teach a couple of crochet workshops. And we made, or at least we started, the Queen's crossbody bag. I think we had one person finish it, but she made a shorter pouch version. So a lot of people got pretty darn far over our trip, though. So you can see the sides are just a little bit different. They're actually the different size of, the different sides of the fabric that this stitch pattern makes. So both of them are highlighted here. You can see they're similar, but a little bit different. And this bag is really unique in that it is made completely, except for the very last few rounds at the top, it is made completely in rows and with no seaming. We actually join as we go while making the second panel of the bag to the sides. So it's a really unique construction. It's something I did previously on the Irish Adventure bag. So I was really excited to bring it back for this one with a new stitch pattern that I've been working on. So I do hope you guys will check that one out. It is free now on mooglyblog.com. The PDF is also available on Ravelry. It features lily sugar and cream, but of course you can use whatever yarn you'd like to make it. It doesn't even have to be worsted weight. You could make it in Bernat blanket and have a really big cushy bag. You could make it in, something like the new Karen all day cotton would be really lovely. I also think Bernat Maker, excuse me, I also think Bernat Maker would be a really gorgeous yarn to make this bag in, and you'd have phenomenal stitch definition. So do check that out. Let's see, what else? I did a big roundup of 10 free crochet pumpkin patterns. That's in addition to the previous Halloween roundups we've had before. So there's a brand new one up for those too. The Moogly curated toy box is still being sold. You can see, oh, there we are. There, it's always hard to do that in reverse and behind you. The pineapple, lemon, and lime patterns that go with that are still available for free, of course, on Yarnspirations. And then there are we're on Moogly. And the curated toy box gives you the yarns for those at a deeply discounted rate. So do check that out if you get a chance. Let's see, what else? We've got the Crochet Nativity book giveaway. And I believe I showed that book off to you guys last week. So I'm going to pass on that for just a moment because there's other things to show you. We've got the hat templates giveaway, which I also talked about last week. Bernat Mini Makers. That's our new giveaway right here. Here is a complete pouch of Bernat Maker Minis. I keep calling them Mini Makers. They're Maker Minis. I keep doing that. I'm flipping it around in my head. But this is Bernat Maker, the yarn you know and love in big skeins like this. And now you can get a pack of 10 small skeins. These are absolutely ideal. Let me turn it this way so you can actually get another look at it. Oops, there we go. Now the labels are up, right, for Bernat Maker. But you can see this is perfect for making amigurumis or really anything else that you want to make with Bernat Maker and add a big pop of color. You don't have to go buy a full skein of each color to make whatever you want to make. So this is really just such a great set. You can see the size difference. Here is the full size Bernat Maker. And then here are the Maker Minis. So right now we're giving away a full pouch of Maker Minis to one lucky winner. So you'll have to enter that giveaway on mooglyblog.com. And of course, I've included lots of free patterns to go along with that as well. So just to give you even more of a look here, since we've got a little extra time today, we've got, there is the purple, and you can see it's just like the full-size skein, just a mini. So the stats on that are, let's see, it is a 5 bulky yarn like the rest. That said, I think any amigurumi that calls for worsted, this is going to sub in pretty darn well. Each one of these skeins is 61 yards. So you've got 610 yards over the whole pack. So if you wanted to do a bigger project with just a lot of stripes, this would be great. If you wanted to do a bunch of small projects, this would be great. I think this is going to be an amazing pack for those who make ornaments for the holidays, right? You can get 10 colors all at once, make so many cute ornaments this year. I think that's going to be really, really perfect. So definitely get your hands on those if you can. And like I said, we're giving away a set on Moogly right now. So you'll need to enter to win that. The other thing, oh, and before I forget, that means the Bernat Lattice one is over. So congratulations to Jackie B. I was in contact with her yesterday, and her new yarn is on its way to her. So only 2 other things I wanted to go over with you today. We've got the Jolene's Happy Time Craft Cast that I was very excited to be on last week, and that is now up for your listening pleasure on Apple Podcasts and probably some other places podcasts are done. But I've linked out to that in the post telling you about it, so you can go listen to that now. And then the only other thing I wanted to show you today is a sneak peek of an upcoming giveaway. This one won't happen for a couple weeks yet, so if you want this book now, go ahead and get it. But this is Crochet Mussy Bun Hats by Christy Simpson. 12 quick and easy designs for looking good while keeping out the cold. So messy bun hats became quite a phenomenon a few years ago. Oops, there's a little page from the publisher there. You can see this is a fresh new book. It is a thin one. It's pretty much the 12 patterns that you can see right here. So messy bun hats really became quite the phenomenon a few years ago. And essentially, it's a hat, if you're not familiar, with a little hole in the top. So your bun or your ponytail can pop right out the top. So for those of us who like to wear our hair up in the winter, these hats can be an amazing solution without having to, get that super crazy hat head. So here we've got, you can see it just jumps right on into the patterns. Not a lot of extras in this book. It's not going to teach you how to crochet. it's going to teach you how to make messy bun hats. And I really love that. In the back, we've got some very simple information, our abbreviations, symbol and terms, but really, otherwise, right up to the last page, we're just making patterns. So very to the point. This one retails for only $12.95 US. So we'll be giving this one away, like I say, next month. But if you want to go ahead and pick it up in the meantime, this would be a great one to start making your holiday projects from. So that will be coming up soon. So we're clearly having some technical difficulties today. I apologize for that. I'm not sure why things didn't go up on Facebook or why we had such a strange slow start, but we'll be taking a look at that, and I will be absolutely back in actually less than a week. It'll be November 5th on Tuesday, hopefully at 11 a.m. Central, to do another live with you guys, and hopefully that one will go a little better, and we'll have more of a chance to sit and chat together. In the meantime, I hope you're having a great week. I hope you're doing well and staying healthy. You're still stitching, and don't forget to vote early if you can. And I will see you all again next week. Have a great day, everybody.